All right, you all. I had to come back and do this video real quick because I just listened to Umar in one of his presentations. It was I clicked the link about him talking about Obama, but I just have to chuckle when I listen to him anymore because he comes across as very emotional when he's sharing and he's talking and he's giving his lecture and he's telling you this and he's telling you that and he's just so damn emotional. And it's just, I have to chuckle because I think about the brothers and the brotherhood and how they love to ascribe emotionalism to the female whenever we speak intelligently. Now, at least for me, and let me remind you, this is a meeting of Racism Non-Anonymous, and I am Cisabana, the recovering African who is culturally enslaved in America, and who is true to the cause of African liberation via unification and utilizing the tool of healthy and effective communications. I'm also the traumatized traumatologist, trauma queen, and queen of trauma. So given that's the case for me. Like I said, I just look and I have to chuckle. I just stop watching. One thing that came to mind was my understanding and appreciation of other people's challenge with hearing the message when there is a lot of emotional energy accompanying the message. And I know that is one of the things that tends to turn us off from listening to another person when they come across as being very angry and very loud and very rambunctious, and we don't want to hear that because there's just too much energy and emotion going on, right? But when I listen to Umar, that's what I hear all the time. Now, sidebar, I recognize that and I tend to think about that energy as being passion for what you're talking about. And, for me, it's kind of okay. It's only not okay for me hearing it come from Umar is because of all of the Umar dick riders who support him to the bitter end. And he can do and say and be any old kind of which way. And you brothers will support him and a whole bunch of sisters as well. However, when I come forward, because, speaking for myself, even when you don't see and hear me at the same time, because if you do not see in me, if you are just reading the words that I type, many of the brothers will accuse me of being emotional just based on the words. And it's just so comical at this point. It's very funny. It's very comical. Especially listening to Umar talk about Obama and that, and that, and it's like, and if that's not emotion, then what are you brothers talking about? You all are funny. Funny, funny, funny. So I had to say something about that. I am glad to have the opportunity and the resources to document my story, such that I'm doing now, to continue to actively work my program of recovery in the means that I'm doing it now. And, it's like, shoot, you all might begin to hear a lot more videos coming from me because this is working right now. They might end up shutting it down on me. I'll get a glitch and, I don't know if it comes from the spirit realm or from the societal level, the communal level, or what. But I know that this shit tends to happen. So I don't put it past as a possibility. But I had to share that. It's like, y'all need to stop. You brotherhood bastards really need to stop your bullshit. And you might want to really begin to be about what you say you're about. And what you say you are about is some sort of liberation for the African nation. And if that's true, then you also know that it's true that a nation can rise no higher than its woman. So when you continue to denigrate and shit on us sistren, that you are doing just what Jada Pinkett said, so to speak, in terms of setting up your own continued degradation. So that's just something that you may want to consider. And with that, that's all I have for now. Thanks for listening again to me share.